going on, y'all? It's your boy Wisco Madman coming at you with another reaction video. If you guys haven't already, please be sure to smash that like button down below, hit that sub, and flip the notifications over to all. I don't know if y'all heard that, but Jesus Christ, I just smashed the shit out of my elbow on my desk. Anyway, so we catching up on some Upchurch vlogs here, y'all. But before we do, the shirt I'm wearing, I've been promoing, not because anybody asked me, just because I want to support Ambro and Mystic, and Ambro made a shirt for me. It just shows this picture of her head on Bill Clinton's body, and it says, "I did not have sexual relations with that lesbian." Inside joke, one of these days I'm gonna have to, like, clip that part from her live or have her clip it or some shit, because that shit was funny. That way you guys can at least understand the story behind it. But dude, we were on one night. We all were. Gabe was in there and shit. But anyway, besides the point, I just want to promo that. Link to this shirt will be down in the description below, and we're gonna check out Chilling in the New HB Room from, I believe, March 3rd. So let's just go ahead and jump up in it.
Sometimes I get stoned in my backyard, lay off in the tall grass on my bruises and stones.
Shot fired! Where's my spectacles? Shit, we'll find them in a minute. I've been working my ass off, dude. Ain't gonna lie, I can only do that shit with a vape. Not that I vape anymore or really smoke anything anymore for the most part, but yeah, I can't blow rings at all unless it's the, like, cloud type shit, you know, with vape. But dude, those dudes that can do that shit on, like, just plain smoke, on another level. Oh, and that pipe, like, I think that's dope that he's smoking it out of a fucking tobacco pipe. Like, shit reminds me of, like, you know, if I had a pipe, I'd want, like, either the corn cob would be, like, my second choice probably, but, like, makes me think of, fuck, I don't know if I'm pulling a movie or what the hell I'm pulling, but, the fancy boat carved, like, wooden carved pipe and shit like that, like, almost makes me think Titanic or some shit, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't in the Titanic. I'm not sure. Pretty sure, not sure. But, yeah, if y'all know, you know, throw it in the comments, like, the fucking little wooden carved boat pipe and shit, but, like, that shit's dope, dude. I feel like it was in a treasure discovery film or some shit, like National Treasure or some shit. I don't fucking know. But anyway. Oh. And to be fair, like, the wooden carving thing, I know, I'm talking, I'm sorry. I always laugh when motherfuckers do that shit in the comments. Like, bro, what channel did you think you came to? This is a reaction channel. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway. Oh, it's too early. Your boy's gonna be moving, and I'm trying to get a recording or two, and I got a live scheduled in a little bit here, so I can get a live done before I, like, tear down this computer eventually. But I'm moving, like, next weekend. Not this weekend that's coming up, but, like, the next weekend. So I'm spending, like, these 2 days off I got here to fucking start packing everything up, you know? Anyway, what I was gonna say on the wooden carved, like, pipe and shit, like, dude, I just love how that shit, like, connects me almost closer to, like, some ancient shit or some, like, ancestry type shit, or, like, dude, the older I get, the more I love history, and the more I find that kind of shit fascinating. I think that's more what's fascinating to me about treasure hunting, is, like, the stories behind it than the treasure itself. Like, don't get me wrong, I think everybody wants money so they can have financial freedom and shit like that. Like, yeah, that's a goal. Like, I don't want to have to worry about finances. Great. I want to be able to help people. Great. But, like, I think most of my fascination is just in discovery. I've always been that why kid, that what kid, that question kid, the adventure kid, like fascinated with all that shit. So yeah, that pipe would be, you know what I mean? That's I think what that connects to a little bit more.
My name is George Nelson.
Not Babyface.
Church over here clowning, and this is the dude that offends everybody. Like, this is the same dude I've been watching for like 10 years or some shit. Like, bro, it always amazes me how people are like, but he can't say that. Like, motherfucker, he been saying this shit since the get-go. Like, he ain't switched up. So, the only thing I'm starting to see switching up in the vlogs, to be honest, is like, there's some shit Church was keeping in that he wasn't telling people because he didn't want to hurt, you know, other people. He didn't want to put other people on blast necessarily. And it seems that those people have started to earn being put on blast.
As long as old man sit and talk about the weather, as long as old women sit and talk about old man, through the town of Aquafria rode a stranger one by name. Never spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The ranger there among them with the big iron on his hip, the big iron on his hip, big iron. I fell into a burning ring of fire, and it burned, 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 and the flames went up higher, and it burned.
You know what? I'm sorry, I interrupted a Johnny Cash song, Ring of Fire, bruh. Whether I can sing it or not, every time I feel like my grandpa, like throwing them real low lows. Anyway. But dude, so I don't know how much y'all know about like Soundbird or whatever exactly Church has got there. It looks like any other soundboard to me with a whole lot more features. But regardless, doesn't matter what kind of soundboard it is. I noticed the audio channels, the left and the right, that's showing up, the little green levels up there. And one of the things that made me wonder, because I've watched audio levels, like when I've talked to them, like I don't have it here on OBS, but I mean I have a level, but I don't have like left and right. I don't have it custom like that. I think I can set up that way. Regardless, why? And maybe if I experimented, like lean this way, like different sides of the mic, maybe like omnidirectional type shit. But why is it every time you talk in a mic, like Church is talking in a mic, and maybe this is something he probably knows, because he's like, he be engineering all that shit, like him and Be Loose and shit. But he, you got one channel that's always like lower than the other, one that's always higher than the other. Like you'll have the two levels like this when you're talking or singing or whatever, and it's like, why? You know what I mean? If it isn't because I'm going left or right, why are they always different? You would think they would be bouncing together. I don't know. That's my brain. Sorry.
Burn, 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 the ring of fire. Either lived on a farm when she did, and Jesus always walked close by our side. And I feel you crumbling my arms down to your heart of stone. That's some good fake weed from the gas station. I thought you should know I painted down, waiting on me. Or reason finally getting way on through. My damn paddle where I came from, down in the came from, you can find me on the radio. I got a boom down there above my line, better on pretty hard down in the hard got broke down, pitch boat in the old coat and a wall bang. Reckon you can count on little man 20 pound, but all can be long dick.
Hey, I do want to throw this out here with him singing that, and not to be a downer, but just kind of like bringing a point here of what you can kind of pull an example from with how he's singing. So everybody's heard church sing country and sing different things, right? Country, rapping, fucking whatever. Excuse me, y'all. But what I want to point out here, and I know some people don't like my whatever about Reba, because I was never a huge Reba fan. I'm like, that accent's so exaggerated. Anyway, not the point. What the point is more to, like, mainstream country, dude. Like, there was always this vocal manipulation. And by that, I'm not just talking singing, right? Some of it's, like, really fake. I guess it does kind of tie to Reba. I'm not necessarily picking on her specifically, but, like, look at these new guys. Look at what the mainstream's putting out now. And you see how, like, Church don't sound like a lot of this when he's doing one of his songs. It's what I love about his music, right? But a lot of these dudes, like, have to sound country, too. Not just dress it. Dress it, as he's kind of made fun of. Anybody see that Jelly Roll picture? Bedazzled fucking cowboy hat. Never been me, man. Never been me, but to each their own. They do it with the voice, too. Like, bro, that's not... Why you gotta do that? Why can't you do... Like, I'm partial to cleaner vocals. I like cleaner vocals, man. I don't understand why we gotta sound country. Like, I remember when I was helping out with a theater, like, one kid, and I can even picture him, but I'm not picking on him directly. Like, he was learning, right? This a kids theater program where they're learning from, like, adults and shit. And one of the things that was picked out when he did one of his songs in the play, while they were practicing and whatnot, is him singing nasally. This is just one type of thing. Like, there was something that he was doing. I can't sing, so I'm not speaking to it, but I just remember the comments and the coaching from the teacher, from the musical director. And, like, they were talking, like, you know what I mean? Like, how when I talk like Urkel, where I do that nasally thing, they were doing similar stuff. It's hard to describe because I'm not, again, I can't sing, so I can't speak to coaching somebody on it. But I remember it being brought up. And it's like, so why do people, when professionals, like mainstream professional artists, huge artists, are doing this shit nowadays? Just why, man? Fucking why? Be for me, I say be normal. Like, be your authentic self.
And if you lose your one and only, there's always room here for lonely. Let your broken dreams dance in and out of the beams.
Now, this is one of the country, like, old school country voices, and obviously Church is exaggerating the fuck out of it right now, because he's just nerding around. Like, I love it. But this, if you remember the original, like, this is when it was less exaggerated. Like, I can do this kind of country. Like, this is the kind of shit I grew up on. I'm cool with that.
And hold me close, my dear. Sing your whispering song softly in my ear, and I will sing along. Oh, tell me how your love runs true, and how I can always count on you. Be there when the bullets fly, run across the river just to hold you tonight. There goes my baby, moving on down the line, wondering where she is bound, and I broke her heart and made her cry. Now I'm alone, so alone. What can I do? What can I do? There goes my baby. Oh, give me that six-string flat top guitar, 'cause there's stars in Alabama. Tennessee, oh Tennessee, I hear you calling me, I hear you calling me, the home of Davy Crockett.
I like that little vocal range, experimentation, whatever you want to call it, like how he really drops and brings it back up. Like, just shows a lot of versatility in his singing abilities, man. Like, I love to have watched him progress over his career and how good he's fucking gotten at this shit, man.
In the hills of Tennessee.
Was that an acorn? Call the National Guard. Call G.
Oh, he's gonna go viral. Is that pickleball or whatever?
Jesus. Yeah, I'm calling to report an apocalypse. Outside.
War here. There's evidence everywhere.
Man, what about the acorn cop, though, dude?
How'd you lose your job?
Well, I got scared of squirrel food.
Damn, that's nuts.
It's pretty much the only thing I know about that's like happening on the internet, the acorn cop. That chick cop from a while back that was fucking the police. She's like, oh, phew, I'm free. They're not gonna think about me anymore. They're gonna think about this fucking guy. The first words out of his mouth when he's walking past the cop car sound fucked up. He said, "Go, shot fired!" Starts making all kind of fucked up noises. I bet his legs like turned to rubber, like they were like fucking quadruple jointed. They were just like jiggling like dude, his knees turned into springs, like big old springs. What the fuck? If you're that scared, you probably shouldn't be a cop. Bro, God forbid you to fucking bump into the little squirrel thing on the Ice Age. You thought that was a fucking terrorist or something. Fucking, ah! Dear acorn cop dude, if you ever go to the bathroom and it's cold, don't worry, don't run. It's just your dick. Then this motherfucker, he's like,
I heard little bits and pieces about it, but I never like actually read the article or anything. Wasn't it like, I don't know, did a fucking acorn fall on a car or some shit and make like a little tink sound or some shit? And, oh my god! Like, bruh, if you're shooting at sounds, you got problems. Always verify your target. No matter what you are. Military, police, hunter, it don't fucking matter. The rule of the gun. Always verify your target.
I'm shot, I'm shot. You're shot? What, dude? How the fuck did you become a cop? Then is the other cop lady. He's over here in this fucking nice neighborhood with fucking Blue Jays and Cardinals taking baths in fucking people's puddles of water and shit. It's like super quiet. All she hears is fucking dipshit over here fucking and she runs up there, she's like, what? She probably thinks he got stung by a wasp or something. He's like, oh, shot. And she's like, what? And he's like, the car. Dang. Bro, I feel kind of sorry for the female guy. If I'm not mistaken, is it a Jeep Liberty she's hiding behind? A Jeep Liberty. Liberty. Yeah, Jeep's gonna be like, fucking blur my shit out of this, please. Bro, the most...
Church finding them fucking weird similarities even in the fucking... Like, even in this scenario, man. Like, I love the way he thinks, man. I've said it 100 times, but I love the way he thinks. He plays with different things, and even when he's making jokes, like, you see his references and what he pulls out. Like, got a point, bro. Like, Jeep Liberty. Like, for real?
pathetic part is the body cam footage from the female cop. When she runs over there, he's like crawling across the street like it's a fucking comedy movie, bro. What is this, 21 Jump Street? You ain't even jumping, you're crawling and rolling. Keep rolling, rolling. He about did, dude. He rolled like 2 blocks, had to. Shit, bro, give this man a Firestone shirt with all this rolling down the street he's doing. Now he done got fired. He's probably somewhere like us getting stoned now. So yeah, he's probably listening to Rolling Stone. You know his ass is finna be scarred for life. Or just evolve into having like a nut allergy. Imagine if the corn kid was popping right now and the cop like seen the corn kid selling lemonade. He's like, oh, hey kid, you selling lemonade? He's like, I like corn. The cop starts crying in the lemonade. He's like, bro, he was talking
I like corn.
about corn, not acorn.
It still sounds the same.
I mean, there's not really a bright side, but I guess if you're big on English or language, you can say you'll do anything at the drop of a hat because you'll do some crazy shit at the drop of a fucking acorn. I mean, dude, imagine it was going to the guy's head who's handcuffed. It has no gun on the inside of the car. Imagine what that fucking dude's thinking. My brain would have shitted itself. I'd have been like,
Wait a minute, what?
like, for real, think about that. You're in the cop car, you got your hands behind your back, you're like, man, fuck this fucking dude. You see him walking past the car. He's walking by, he's not even looking at you because the windows are tinted. He's looking somewhere down the street, and you're watching him, and all of a sudden you see him go, and then do a bunch of rolls, and you're like, wait a minute. You hear him going, and you're like, huh? And you're like looking around to see what's going on, and then he starts shooting at you. And then somehow all the bullets miss you and you don't even get hit. Like, bro, what kind of alternate universe is this? Dude, this is levels above a Mandela effect. This motherfucker in the car, he drank a damn manslaughter potion. Like, as soon as he woke up, he was like, let me mix up a little shield. Let's roll. And they're like, yo, cop, what'd you drink this morning? He's like, well, I accidentally peed in my mouth. So I was good. I didn't need nothing to drink after that. But yeah, let's see, what else? Anything interesting? I mean, not internet-wise, but I went to Dick's and had a thing happen. I was walking around and I was like, man, I've been looking for some ping pong balls and some ping pong paddles. You know, I like to fucking balance shit and stuff. You know, if you watch my Instagram, I'll be flipping and doing fucking all kind of tricks and shit. Anyways, I see these. I'm like, damn, this ping pong paddle's for a fucking blind person. I'm blind, so I bought it. And then I get to the counter and the girl, she's like, oh, you pickleball? And I was like,
I guess you're right. I don't play pickleball, so I'm proud of myself.
is that a trick question? What does that mean? Pickleball, that don't sound appealing. I didn't have my glasses, but I thought she was like, afterwards, like, you pickleball? And I was like, listen, lady, I've already been to court with too many of y'all. I don't even want any of these things anymore. As a matter of fact, I'm allergic to pickles. Just like the cop is allergic to
God damn it, Church.
common sense. She's like, oh, no, it's a sport. And I'm like, what's a sport? Court or pickleball? Because I don't know at this point. It was a weird thing, but you know, I got him. I felt bad. I thought you were trying to lure me somewhere and like knock me out, and I was gonna be on the Nashville news or something, you know.
Again.
So, I've been through a lot of shit lately. All right, then I felt like a dick inside Dick's. So I'm like, yeah, fuck this, I'm going home. But yeah, pickleball. But yeah, that's all I feel like saying right now. I don't feel like saying and recording anything else. So this is the end of the video. Bye.
Bye. Yo, I'll keep it short. I'll just say, for a conclusion, man, Church B, when he makes videos like this, it straight up has me thinking, like, this is like dudes sitting around a campfire or some shit, like when you just hanging out with your buddies and shit, and bullshitting and saying crazy shit. Like, sometimes, like, back in my day and whatnot, as far as living in Wisconsin and hanging out with the work buddies or hanging out with buddies in general, like, we just be shooting the shit, saying ridiculous stuff. And I love when Church makes these videos that have pretty much no point to the average viewer that's going to be like, oh, I'm looking for a good video to watch. Like, they don't necessarily pick out something like this. But for us that follow Church, that watch his stuff and just whatever, bored and curious and all that shit, right? I love when he makes you feel like you're there with him just bullshitting, you know? And that's, y'all that are fans understand what I mean probably. Those who randomly came across this video are probably like, no. So, y'all watch YouTube for whatever you want to watch YouTube for. I enjoyed it. Y'all like this reaction video? Go ahead and smash that like button down below. Thank you guys for commenting, sharing, subscribing. Ding ding, hit that notification. Yeah. Be sure to check out Upchurch's page down in the description below. And my socials are down in the description below. And bro shirt links down below. And yeah. I make a point to say this every time. I was just about to close up without saying it, but I make a point to say this every time. I really do appreciate y'all being here watching. And thank you for supporting me. We will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.